Hi everyone,
Hi.
I'm Ayala Sella. I was going to do a poetry reading in the backyard amphitheater and I was expecting a much more intimate audience, so I'm very happy to be reading in front of more people than myself. And to the sound of the subway, which is always very nice. I wrote a book called Soliloquies of a Crosswalker. It's a book of poetry in 4 parts and it came out this month. And I have been promoting it throughout Brooklyn. And I am happy that I am not reading at an Open Studios event. And I couldn't have thought of a better place to do it than Goodbye Blue Monday. Which gives me the opportunity to read a few of the bawdier and more inappropriate poems, so I hope you enjoy. The first poem I will read you is from section 2 of the book, and the section is called "And All She Does Is Smirk," and the name of the poem is Gala. Eve once fed me an apple from her garden. Its name was Gala, and I was wearing large green mittens and dirty cream shoes, descending a long escalator in the city after Eden. Adam wasn't there, and we were both pregnant, smoking cigarettes without tar and drinking tall silver cans of Japanese beer after the night of the lunar eclipse. I think Adam was off somewhere reading about socialism and punk rock on the toilet, but we weren't sure. Okay. The next poem is called Cats at the Holiday Village, and it's a poem that was written in Israel when I worked as a hotel receptionist. Cats at the Holiday Village. An old Christian southerner approaches the counter to settle his bill. He's had a bottle of wine and pays with a credit card in case he meets a woman who'll want all his money, to which of course the reception clerk laughs without holding back. There have been more than one recently to ask me why I laugh, which you never had to. And then this Christ worshipper says, "You're a mess, you're a troublemaker," which needless to say I take as a compliment and wonder what the Lord himself would have thought. Thank you. The next poem is called Mozart at the Baha'i, which I wrote when I must have been about 15 or so. Yesterday I walked along the Haifa promenade, an ancient port city, old people unhappy with homesickness, dead spouses, unwashable memories, as a middle-aged, well-dressed Russian immigrant plays Mozart on his keyboard. 3 stools await an audience, wild felines prowl, without a home, without a master, the Baha'i temple at my feet, memories everywhere. Thank you. My mother's a piano teacher and she holds a recital every year, most of the time. And she always has these very specific instructions for the parents, and one of the instructions is to hold your applause until the performer finishes their entire repertoire, so feel free to do as you wish. The next poem is called Blow. 3 red soldiers line to kill me, but beforehand they allow me a drink. Only I'd rather blow than scribble, and I've been looking for the sign which reads, "That night I waited for a drunk whose memory was blast in Jamaica. I got 2 for 4, knit a sweater, but all I wanted was a dog. I bet the 9 horse and won 20 handicap. When the lot was empty and the beer was purple, I kidnapped the security guard and ran for more." And that, you can probably tell, was a poem written under complete intoxication. My father calls them the avant-garde poems. The next one is called 5767, which is, of course, the Jewish New Year, or was the Jewish New Year a few years back. My cat cuddles more on Saturdays, though she knows. Even the dogs aren't begging for a walk. They are content that there are no construction workers and horns honking and yelling and screaming of all kinds. The new year has landed us this silence and the first raindrops too, and everyone is sitting in some family living room. The only place open is the corner store on Abalbanel where we used to buy ice cream before or after our trips. Now it's my usual hangout. When I get enough energy, I'll make my way there for some stale pastries, bad coffee, and free internet service. On the way, there'll be the playing of a clarinet. Then I'll send you this poem, give the dogs a brushing, and find the sea from another direction.
That's what's up.
What's up?
That's what's up. I like that.
Thanks. This one is called My Friends the Zombies, which I wrote when I lived in the neighborhood before I went back to Israel. My Friends the Zombies. I have built a grave for myself. The maggots and termites wait for me, and my pure gray kitten keeps me company as I spiral through repetitive dreams, creases on my skin, sun, rain, wind. For some time I've been here as though the screen on my bedroom ceiling really does evaporate zombies who come to remind me I'm already half dead. So I guess I can either forget about it or stay here. I only hope it's one or not the other. That's what's called hard times. This is a poem that I wrote when there was a power outage in the city a few years back. I think it was in 2003 or 4, if any of you remember. 3. It's called AC. There is a power outage in the city tonight. It smells like coals burning and the stars are more than ever. I can shower, flush the toilet, bite my nails, and sleep. But like all the milk and all the ice cream, it's too hot as the flashlights keep flickering like searching helicopters. And soon they will shine the light on me writing this note and my kitten perched on the AC, listening to the children's voices, yearning for play. Let's do one of the perhaps naughtier ones. And if I blush, you'll forgive me. This is called 30. I liked eating chopped liver with you at the neighborhood pub and drinking sparkling wine on the beach in plastic cups, grabbing your breasts in between laughter. I liked walking with you through the streets of the city and sitting on a bench after Italian ice cream, listening to your tales and your wishes. I liked waking up in the afternoon to your bee-stung lips and your full participation, and then before dawn to fix you some mint tea. I liked asking your advice about my criminal doings in this small country, lending you my nail clipper and my smallest panties. I liked telling you I wasn't going to shower, dragging you down with me. And then there was another bottle of bubbles and some cured meat and another night, and by morning another missed school day. It may have even been appropriate that at 30 I wasn't doing lines of coke in some bathroom, but who knows? All right, okay, it's a good response. since we're on the topic of maybe a little naughty, I'll read you the one that precedes in the book.